All right, Tron users. Okay, this is going to be a video to try and explain how things work to you. Now, first things I'm going to say in this video is that I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my financial advice. I've been in the regular trading game for a long time in the stocks. Like my advisor and I, we have a portfolio that we put together that does well year in and year out, and we use some of the things I'm going to say here. But come to crypto, I'm fairly new. That said, we're seeing some pretty similar things here that's causing mass panic. And I'm not your financial advisor. Please do not take this advice as gospel. Hopefully, what I say makes sense to you. But yeah, always consult a professional before you make any decisions advising or following advice. So here's the deal. I want to talk to you about Tron and kind of show you what's going on here and let you know that this isn't alone. Because a lot of people in Tron, I don't know whether they're like, moon, yay, we're going to the moon. So in and around here, there became a lot of buzz about this coin and blah, 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 and what it's going to do. Now, at this point, they have a product, they don't have a product, who knows, they just have a vision, doesn't matter. A lot of the things that Justin seems to be doing actually seem like he's working towards putting together a team right now, a team of awesome people to build an amazing product that has a big vision, blah, 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 blah. I'm not here to care about what he's doing. What I'm going to say is that everybody here thinks that news is going to affect what happens in these charts, and they're right, but it's having the adverse effect of what they think. So, most importantly, here, what you have up at the top here is you have people that have bought in here, they see this, they're like, yeah, Tron's awesome, I have a vision, I believe in it, and it's so awesome. Now, news comes out and then it starts to tank and people panic sell and all the way down. And it's like, oh, this thing's a piece of shit. And they sell some more and then they sell some more. And then they think things are going to happen. So when news cycles come out, yeah, you can have um, news cycles are really cool if you're a big fish because you get to sit there and everybody's at the ready. So when news comes out, most people who have never seen this ever happen in their life are like, "Wow, news is going to happen. Things are going to go up." Well, that's not the case because if I'm sitting there with $10 million worth of Tron, when that news comes out, if I sell off a bunch of little blocks and start creating a little bit of panic, which whether it's allowed to be done or not doesn't matter. It's okay in crypto right now. Say news comes out, everybody's sitting right here, it shoots up just a little bit, but then it starts free falling. So what happens is regular people start panicking, they start selling, and then boom, they're like, oh my gosh, I lost so much. I'm not going to be able to, go get that Lambo that I talked about. That's really cool and stuff like that and all that. Now, don't worry about the rest of the analytics. These don't matter for you guys. We're not trying to do theory here. I want to explain the process here. Now, at this point, this coin is super overvalued given the fact that there's like nothing really tangible about this coin. They have some stuff going on, but it's not Superman. A lot of you are waiting for the next Bitcoin. Tron is not the next Bitcoin. Every coin you invest in is not. So I want to explain to you. So if you're holding your bag up here and it's all the way down, when news comes out, if you're a whale, you can start tanking the price and cause panic selling from people. And that's what this is. And then they panic sell all the way down here. Now, what I've done is not there. It was this one here, actually. So we're going to start there. So what I want to do is I'm going to kind of make this bigger just to show you. So what happens here is this is where people are making money on the way down. And if you're smart, you'll make money on the way down. So the dog's just getting ready to move. So let's say you're holding here. There's a gigantic dip, like a pretty big dip. This one's tiny, but whatever. If you buy that dip and just wait for it and don't get greedy to moonshot and it gets about here, hit the sell button. Because even at the top there, on what you bought, you did 26% return. So you sell, boom, you're out. But people don't do that. They hold and then they want it, they want this. Maybe they buy a little more up here and then boom, it falls down. And they're like, whatever. So they missed out. They just fell some more and they didn't claim this 26 to 35% profit. Then it comes down a little farther and it goes down. And let's check out this little spike right here. What is that one? That one is 36%. So the bottom falls right out of this thing. Everyone panics. It's like, oh, and then they start getting mad and everything like that. This is what everyone's talking about, buy low, sell high. They're not talking about buy a coin at the beginning and then sell it when it's at its maximum potential. This thing is down. So if we bought here and we even sold here because we're not getting greedy, what are you making? You're making another 29% on that return. Or you're making 36% and you're sold and you're clear and you're even. Okay. Then it comes down again. Now look, another big dip that everyone, most of these moonshot people are shitting their pants over. This is horrible. I should be going to the moon and getting a Ferrari. Justin's a dick and getting a Lambo and rah, rah, rah. Well, that's not the case. You should be buying this dip and watching the chart and selling right here. First of all, if you bought at 30, at 30 cents and you were expecting it to go up, man, shame on you for buying into a lottery ticket mentality. So then it goes down, it goes down. I'm sorry, it's the way it goes. So then it goes down, you can watch it, you don't want to buy anything in here, that's fine. So it comes down, there's another little dip. If you had bought here on this dip and you were patient because it kept going up, you could have had like just this dip, it's 20%. But what happens if you move this puppy over? Oh, let's move that there and bring it down to about there and then move it up. So 30, what is that? 25% on that one. So probably about 28% if I got right to the bottom. So here we've got 36, we've got 21, we've got 75. We're like killing it right here. You know, we've got almost 80% return on everything that we're putting in while all these people are panicking. So then we go here, there's another 13%. There's another 15%. There's another 4% on these dips. Now you'll notice that these dips are getting smaller. Even here, there is a 4% return. Now, this is cool, but the market's probably at its point. Now, one thing I did want to point out is, let's get rid of that, is notice this massive trend. It's coming down, but if we zoom in there, it's actually been going up since this dip. It's not huge, it's not big results, but the peaks, the lows right here, are getting higher and higher and higher. And now we're actually on a point where we've passed this gigantic resistance line, and we're now just kind of in this even Steven flow. No gigantic big drops. Now that said, one may come, but that doesn't matter. The point is we're kind of trending upwards from our lowest low, and these are new lows. Each one of these is a new low that they're setting. So my opinion is that it's leveling out, it's calming down. Now, if you're like, oh, but this only happens to Tron. Well, if we take Tron at its highest point, what was it there? It's at 19.98. So then let's head over here to another wonderful coin, CND. Big pump, boom. We're up to 1288. Now, anyone notice what's going on here? It's the exact same thing. And now it's starting to level out. So there's like whatever hype drives it way up to the ceiling. Everyone thinks that they're good. So if you're buying in here, you're shit out of luck. Now, if you're one of those people who understands what I just said, you know, you might sell, you might not. Now, here's a little thing that I'm going to put forth. So let's say you buy up here, you got a nice little bag, and you're like kind of sad. So if you buy this dip here, and let's say you buy 500 coins, you make 30% here, and you sell off 550 coins. Now you're kind of tailoring. Yeah, hi dog. Now what you're doing is you're mitigating your loss. You're kind of reducing your loss. What you're doing is actually just chewing out of this particular profit line right here, and how many coins you do. Now you're gonna have to do the calculation on that. I'm not gonna do it for you, but that's one way to kind of chill yourself all the way down, still make some profit and not lose your entire shirt watching it hit the ground. But it's not just Tron. Pass this out on Twitter, pass this out all over the place. I'm not your financial advisor, but seriously, guys, nobody is trying to stick it to Tron. If you watch a business come out, let me see if I can find TRX. No, it's not TRX. What is that? VRX, Valiant Pharmaceuticals. Just to show you, Valiant Pharmaceuticals. Let's see if we can go back in time and watch this puppy. Because this is a really good chart. I'll show you this and then I'm done. Yeah, no, feel free to give me some history here. Okay, well, anyways, this is more of a kind of nosedive, and it's going to take me a long time. But it was at like 300 a coin, and it just fell off because the CEO was an idiot, but it fell way, 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 way down, and it still had investors in it. One of the biggest investors ended up leaving because they lost so much money, but others stuck with it, and now it's continued to grow. But man, it lost so much. But what you're going to find, much like Tron here, picture this as a release date, okay? Even though this isn't the release date, this was, I think, McAfee and a whole bunch of other people jumping on board, pumping up Tron. Great marketing. Gets this peak. This is not the value of the coin. This is not the actual value of the coin. What this is the value of hype and excitement. And anybody who's been around knows when you start getting up to that peak limit or it starts falling, it's time to sell because it will always dump. An ICO, an initial offering, or an IPO initial offering, or any gigantic spike, we're going to use the IPO. Usually the stock comes out way overvalued, it drives down in price, and it finds its regular price. And then from there, what the company does continues to build and grow it in value. So if you look back, if you look back at some of these coins, and you look at their overall history, they had a big spike, then they went back down, then they went back up. Bitcoin's the same. This is called the market. So stop screaming bloody murder that the whales are trying to get you. Your coin was overvalued. If you thought it was going to the moon, shame on you. That's a shitty, shitty mindset. You're playing a lottery if you're doing that. Don't mean to be aggressive, but all these guys running around with TA that are telling you technical analysis, telling you that this is poised, man. We're going to $1, $3. That might be what their little wave says, but what does the coin say? What is the history? What do the fundamentals of the fucking coin say? And if they don't say that it's ready for that, it's probably going to find its new medium here and hang out at its average. And then news will start driving it up and people will start looking into the product. They'll announce their whole team. They'll start getting rolling. There will be something there that they can actually show to the public that's in line with their grand scheme of what they're trying to do and the partnerships they're having. And if all of that lines up, your money will go up. Stop saying Moon. Stop shitting on Justin. He's just a guy trying to get a company off the ground, and all the people that are mad are people who have no fucking clue what's going on here. Now, I apologize for the language, but seriously, I'm seeing a lot of people getting mad about something that's just natural ebbs and flows of a marketplace. So, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Normally, I do my marketing videos on this channel, but I'm enjoying crypto. It's pretty fun. We're up a little bit, not a ton, but we're up a little bit. And the more and more I learn about this, it's awesome and it's turbulent and it's bumpy and it's volatile and there's manipulation. And the manipulation leaves you these little beautiful pockets to grab. Now you're not going to sit there. You can sit there and watch for days, and you're not going to see this fall out, right? You're not going to see a bottom fall. But if you happen to catch one, boom, you're going to make some money there. Now, again, I am not your financial advisor. I don't pretend to be one on the interwebs. I just had to make this video because it's the same with XVG. Let's just go have a little with what is that? Verge. Let's look at Verge here for a minute. Um, Although they might actually be getting better now because Wraith sorted out. But Verge had a big problem too for a while there. I can't remember, but it's the same kind of thing. They come out big and then they lose steam and then all this crap on Twitter. So if you're listening to those people on Twitter or you're listening to guys that are on giving you technical analysis saying this thing is going to go up, they're not giving you sound advice. What they're doing is they're feeding you bullshit based on TA. Now, some guys are giving you really good advice. They're calling it. What they're not taking into consideration is the fact that these coins are operating like initial offerings, and they come out high, they peak, and they've got a bottom that is significantly lower, like drastically, hundreds of percent lower than what it's currently actually worth. So they're trying to give you technical analysis based on some of this shit, but the truth is the coin hasn't hit its bottom yet. Does Tron have the potential to go somewhere and do something special? Yes, it does, but so does every other coin on the marketplace. If you believe in it, hold your money long term. And when it does finally hit a bottom and finds a bottom, get to it, pick up some coins. Again, that's what I can suggest, but not suggest at the same time, because I'm not telling you how to run your finances. But the truth is, when you're investing in something, you want to find it at its low and you want to be in for the long term. Stop looking for a fucking Lamborghini tomorrow. Anyways, again, I'll probably swear more because it's just who I am. And I'm not trying to bullshit you guys here with a bunch of fake ass technical analysis. Understand the marketplace you jump in before you think you're going to have a Lamborghini when you buy a coin that's overvalued by 3 billion%. I'm out of here. Later.